we just finished the second annual market. It's a craft fair for a local high school and it went amazing once again. I kept a couple things, ditched a couple things from last year. So while we unload, let's go ahead and unpack and recap and I'll get y'all into it. Hello. So if y'all didn't catch my last year market video, this was like one of the first big markets that I booked by myself, worked by myself, and did so well. So I had to come back for year two. Now this is a local high school in like the Georgia area where I live. Instead of recapping like every single thing that I did, I want to talk to y'all about what I chose to specifically do differently this go around versus last year. And then of course I'll tell you guys what I kept, because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Here's what we got left over. I made way too many Valentine's Day mug rugs, so I have a bunch extra. If you want some, they're on my website. While I didn't make a whole bunch of changes, I would say personally, like, this was the biggest change that I made, and it may seem very simple to just upgrade my little sign spinner, but this is what we were working with before. So when I first bought all my stuff for the market, I just got like the cheapest spinner, and like this thing is no bueno. It pretty much lands on the same exact spot every single time. It's very like just wonky, like it's just not good. Okay, so we went from this little rinky dink to this very beautiful, nice sign. Now it came only with a white marker. I'll link this on my Amazon shop, but it only came with a white marker, so I did go to just like my local Walmart and buy these other color markers that are more pretty. I think I have a lot of colors in my setup, and so I just went and got like a colorful pack of markers. More specifically, it wasn't just the appearance change with the sign and the quality, but I did meticulously pick out what my prizes were going to be, because in the first go round, I was just excited to be there. I was just happy to be there, so I just wrote a bunch of stuff that like I would be excited to win. I wanted people to be excited to come to my booth and get my stuff, right? Let me show you what the prizes were, because I ended up screwing myself in the long run because I gave away so much profit that I could have made because of the fact that my prizes were just so good, and I couldn't say no, and I would let people like spin my sign more than once or like spin again to like get a better prize, which is, that's a personal problem. But anyways, so these were the prizes. We had a free mug rug, which I did keep. I did keep a free mug rug. However, I limited to like my smallest, like I specifically chose which ones were gonna be free, and they were the cheaper mug rugs. So like that's what we did there. Whereas this was like any mug rug you could get for free, whatever you wanted. A sticker pack. So I had stickers. I did not have stickers this go around, but I'll tell you about the other products that I did add next. I gave away a bunch of gift cards at my first go around. I didn't do that again this time because people would get the gift card and like want to spend it right then and there. And so I would just be like, okay. Whereas I should have done a lower amount gift card that would encourage people to go to my website and like still spend money. Anyway, so I ditched the gift card idea in hopes of getting people to spend more money at my booth right then and there in person. Now, for the sake of this video, I really quickly just rewrote everything on this. It was written in much nicer, neater handwriting because my man's wrote it and his handwriting is perfect, believe it or not. We had spin again on there. I did keep the free mug rug, and then we did a variety of percentages off. That way we could encourage people to be able to use that discount right then and there in the booth with my little Shopify discount app. I think it was more obvious to my booth visitors that this was to spin and then buy something, or if you wanted to buy something, you could take a spin first to see if you could get it for a little cheaper, rather than people just seeing a wheel and coming up and trying to spin to like win something for free. Because while that is super fun and I find enjoyment in seeing the people get excited off getting something for free, it obviously is not conducive to business. So I had to think about this and modify it just a little bit. Okay, so circling into me trying to add more products, this is something I'm always thinking about, but specifically because we're at a high school market, keeping in mind that last year people were walking around with normally like a $20 bill or a $10 bill or so, I tried to think of a quick way to bring on other products. We made flower pots. So we pretty much just had a nice little paint party for the day. Grabbed a couple of dollar flower pots and painted them with the paint supplies that we already had at home. I tried not to spend a bunch of money on these, so that way obviously I could then price them for cheap. This is the finished. I made the bottoms like little trinket dishes. So this is my little trinket dishes. I did write on the back. I just wrote whatever came to my brain. And I obviously put my name on there. And then this, I inverted it. So I did like the white 8-ball and then the little magic ball thing that just says yes, because I don't know, anything is possible. So I advertise this as like little trinket dishes to like put your rings or whatever in, and then these obviously as flower pots. I'm super excited about the little posters though, because I feel like the fact that I am just all of a sudden talking about posters, you're gonna get to it, okay? We had ADHD brain in this video, you'll see. I feel like being able to take any of my graphics that I'm working on into a rug, if you don't want to spend like $100 on a custom rug or a pre-made rug, not a pre-made, but you know what I mean. If you don't want to spend some serious dough on a rug, then you can buy like a $20 or $30 poster and it's still promoting good vibes in your space. Anyway, you get the point. All right, I'm gonna stop. Okay, so we touched base on the spinner, the flower pots. I want to talk to y'all real quickly about the posters that I made. I did stickers last year and I made stickers in-house. So I just bought like plain sticker paper, the plain like laminate paper that goes on top, cut them out. I was not satisfied with the quality. But I also didn't want to go to a sticker manufacturer and like order a shit ton of stickers just for this one event. I guess I could have them on my website. I don't know, I'm just too indecisive. So I was like, let me try something new. Let me take some of my graphics that I already have and go get them printed at the local like Staples. And I did that. It was pretty cost efficient. I will look up how much it cost me and put it on the screen for you guys, because you know we're fully transparent over here with our costs up front. And then I had this little sign. Let me go find it. And so while I added on these products kind of last minute just as a more affordable option for high schoolers if they wanted to like shop the market, support their own PTSA, you know the deal. And so I didn't think about how to display them, so I kind of just like rolled them up and had them standing on the table, and then I just made this sign that basically says $25 posters. They are 18 inches by 24 inches. I have my brand name on there, and then I have the 3 options of the posters. I did 3 of each. I had 3 of each made. I felt like that was pretty safe. That was a pretty safe number. Okay, let's ignore the fact that it doesn't fit in the frame, but it's the only frame I had. This is one of my rug designs that I made, and so I got it put into a poster. Anyway, I'll show y'all the other ones that we have. Oh, okay, we're trying to do cute transition. Last year, we were outside. This year, unfortunately, we couldn't control the weather, so we were moved to inside. The setup was pretty nice because it was nice, quiet. We didn't have to worry about like wind or anything going on in the act of actually setting up. But I will tell you, due to no one's fault, it's just how it is. There was a lot less traffic inside versus outside where everybody can just drive by and see you. So I will say that my tent set up with my tablecloths and bright colors and my #1 investment that I have bought for this booth, which is my signage. Having all of that while we were inside, I really felt like help made us stand out compared to everybody else that was there. Honestly, our market set up as far as like how our tables were, the colors, the layout really worked exceptionally well, and we pretty much kept it. I contemplated switching it up. I'm always setting up my booth ahead of time, like the day before, the week before, to see how can I improve this layout. And I really tried to switch it up and found that having it to where people walk into the booth versus having a table right out front where people kind of just stand outside, I think having the layout to invite people into your booth to walk around and more so like converse with you, get to know you, is way more beneficial for sales and in the long run, just as far as networking, versus just putting up a table on the outside and having people peruse or kind of walk by it at the end of the day. Overall, the number one important thing besides my market like layout, my booth layout, would be to talk to people. Talk to everybody that walks by your booth. I promise you, because you won't regret it.